Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. So today's video is going to be probably quite short, but yesterday I had the exciting pleasure of attending the Knitting and Stitching show in Harrogate. And I went along with my sister-in-law, and I did go with the intention of filming quite a lot of it, but my sister-in-law was absolutely adamant she did not want to be on camera, so I've had to edit her out. But I did do some filming, so I thought you might be interested to have a look at what the Knitting and Stitching show was like in Harrogate. Now, I have been before. It was about 3 years ago, and to be perfectly honest, when I went last time I wasn't really impressed with it, but this time it was so much better. There were so many more sellers there that we've heard of. There was fabrics galore, there was the textile centre, they were so different, so liberated, gosh, lots and lots and lots of sellers. But you'll see from the film that I'll insert here that yeah, it was a really good day. So I've bought quite a few things. I spent a fair bit of money, but I thought I'll insert the film first, and then after the film we'll come back and we'll have a look at the bits and pieces that I bought. Hi everybody, so today I'm going to the Knitting and Stitching show at Harrogate, and I'm just waiting for my car to defrost, and then I can go get my sister-in-law from York and we will be on our ways. My daughter is home this weekend. Well, she's home for a week actually, and she was due to come with us as well, but she's not feeling very well this morning, so she stayed in bed. So it's just going to be me and my sister-in-law. So as soon as the car's defrosted, I'll be on my way. See you later. So yeah, so I had a really good day. I think we were there probably about 5 hours altogether, and I bought a few bits and pieces, so I thought I'd share those with you now. Now, one of the first things that I bought yesterday, not long after we'd got there and we went into the first haul, there was a seller that had lots and lots of vintage items. Really, there were sewing bits and pieces, there were crochet bits and pieces, there were old books, that kind of thing, and they did have a section of sewing patterns, and I had a good rummage through, as you would, and bought 2 patterns. And I was absolutely amazed at the price, because normally vintage patterns can be quite expensive. The first one I got was this style pattern, which is a set of loose fit tops, and I absolutely love these tops. I just think they're so gorgeous. This cost me £3.50, and I'm not sure what size it is. Size 16 it says, but you know, it's a loose fitting top. I thought I could easily grade that to fit me. So that was the first one that I bought. I also bought a vintage Vogue pattern. Again, it was £3.50, and again, it's a top pattern. So this one is these 3 tops here. And yeah, I absolutely love these. I love the shawl neckline. I think the loose fit is really nice. You can obviously wear it tucked out with a belt or tucked in, and I just thought that would be really cute. So this pattern I think is a size 8, 10 and 12, so I'm hoping that the loose fit, because I think the 8, 10 and 12 in an old vintage Vogue pattern would be quite a small fit anyway, but I'm hoping that I can adapt this to fit me. So those are the first 2 things that I bought. Now, I also bought some yarn as well. There was a stand called Debonair. I've not heard of them before, but they had the most amazing hand-dyed yarns, and as you know, I'm getting a little bit into knitting at the minute, and I really couldn't decide what to buy, but I settled on this one, which is called Stormy Mood, and it's this here, which is a shimmer sock 4-ply. It's 75% merino superwash, 20% nylon, and it's got 5% silver stellina in here. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in that. And it's these gorgeous shades of blues and some purples in there, and it's absolutely stunning. I love it. So yeah, this I think I'm going to make myself. That's the label there, Debonair, and that's the information about the yarn at the back. But basically my plan is I'm going to make a shawl with this, and I found a good haberdashery stall while I was there as well that sold all sorts of bits and pieces, and I bought these lovely seed beads from them. So these are size 6 I think, and I thought these in the shawl are just going to look gorgeous. So that's my plan with that. Now, they've got lots of other crafty bits and pieces there as well, and I saw these gorgeous little needle felted Santas, and I fell in love and I had to buy the kit. So here is the kit for these gorgeous little needle felted Santas. I don't know if you can see them very clearly there, but this kit has got everything that you need to make 2 of these, and I just thought what a cute little project to do sitting in front of the fire at night, to make 2. There's the back of the box. So I've never done needle felting before, never had a go at it, but yeah, the seller who sold this to me said everything I need is in here, so I'm going to have a go at that and let you know how I get on. I also, there was quite a lot of stalls that did lots of quilts and quilting supplies, that kind of thing, lots of fat quarters, as well as the fabric sellers as well for dressmaking. And for a while now I have thought I would like to make my own quilt, but I'm just a bit sort of inundated with how many designs there are out there, and I've never had a go at it before. But I saw this on this, there was a Christmas stand with lots of different quilting quilts on there, fully made up samples, that kind of thing, and they were absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately, I didn't get any film of that store because there were very big signs up saying no photographs, that kind of thing, so I couldn't film it. But I wanted to show you what I bought. So this is what I bought. This is a template If I bring it back, then you can see the whole design, just the light shining on that bit. But this is a template for a Christmas quilt, and I'm under no illusion that I'm going to get this done before Christmas this year, but I'm hoping that if I can do bits on it throughout the year, I'll be able to get this done for Christmas next year. But if you look closer, it's got a really good, it's quite a Scandi design with a Santa on there, and there's snowmen, and there's Christmas stocking, and I think there's a reindeer down below looking a sleigh, and I just thought that was so beautiful. So I bought this kit, which essentially is just patterns for how to put it together, and the applique designs, because obviously the Santa and everything is applique. Never done that before either, so this is going to be a huge learning curve for me. But on the back it gives you all the requirements of the project at the back here, and the finished design, etc. But I just thought that was so beautiful. So yeah, in at the deep end with that one. Now I did get a few fat quarters to set me off with this, and bought myself 1/2 metre of this gingerbread polycotton, which I just thought was really cute, and I thought that would go really well with it. And I also bought a single fat quarter that was really cheap. This was like, I think on the back of it, it tells you that you need reds, creams, browns, greys, that kind of thing. So I got this fat quarter, which is just a sort of brownie leaf design there. And then I also got a set of 4 fat quarters, which are shades of reds and greys. So that's these here. So I've got a plain red, just a plain red sort of gingham check. There's also this one, which is a creamy grey colour with little circles on. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. I got this one is a grey with little red love hearts on there, and I thought that would tone in quite well. There we go, focused on that now. And then the final one is this one, which again is a red one. Sorry, it's grey with little red and white flowers on there. I'll just let that zoom in. So altogether, if I just hold those up so you can have a look, altogether, let's just see if we can get these. There we go. They sort of tone in really nicely, I thought. So yeah, so that's the start of the little bits and pieces that I got for the Christmas quilt. But I have got quite a few bits and pieces in my stash still from old craft projects from years ago. So I'm sure that I've got some other bits and pieces in there as well. Now, I was also really excited to see that Fabworks were showing at the Knitting and Stitching show for the first time ever, so it was really nice to have a chat with them, and they gave me a little sewing kit free. I didn't buy anything from them on this occasion, but they just handed this to me with me being a previous customer, and it's really cute. It's got a little set of scissors inside. I don't know if you can see that there. Little set of scissors. It's got a little kit of a few buttons and some needles and a tape measure and a thimble, and I just thought that was really sweet. So that was nice. I also, what was really quite strange was bumping into a couple of people that have watched my channel, and that was really lovely. The girls from First for Fabrics were there, and it was so lovely to say hello to them. So hi if you're watching. Yeah, and a couple of other people that I think have watched my channel came up to me and said hello. So that was really nice. So if you are watching, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's always a bit strange when you bump into strangers who obviously recognise you, but that was really nice. So it was lovely to meet some people who've seen my channel. So finally, the final bits and pieces that I bought, the haberdashery store that I got the seed beads from, they also had some D-rings on there, and I'm really keen to make I think it's the Utu skirt, I'm not quite sure, from the Breaking the Pattern book. I'll put a picture of it up here. I really want to make this, and I'm just trying to source the right fabric for that at the minute, and that has D-rings for the belt, and on this little haberdashery store they've got all sorts on there, so I managed to pick up some D-rings, which are just those here. Not very exciting, but they're just plain silver D-rings. I think these were £1 for a pack of 4, so that was a bargain. And then fabric wise, the only dressmaking fabric I bought was from Bombay Stores. Now they had 2 stalls in the show, and their fabrics were just so reasonably priced. I saw this gorgeous red floral fabric first, which is like, it's a cotton, but it's like a cotton lawn. I'll just bring that closer, and it's got these gorgeous white and grey white and grey flowers on here on this really vivid red background, and I just thought this was beautiful. So I got 2.5 meters of this, and I'm planning to make a dress out of this, probably for spring, summer next year. But I thought that was gorgeous. So that cost me £10 for 2.5 meters, which I thought was a bargain. And they also had some amazing corduroys and velvets on their stall as well, and they were all £4 a metre. They were really, really reasonable. So I saw this really lovely greeny colour. Now it's sort of like a foresty green rather than a sort of bright emerald green, but I'll bring that closer in so you can have a look. Not sure what whale cord this is. It's not a narrow cord, but it's not a jumbo, it's sort of in between. But it's this beautiful, beautiful green colour. Yeah, I really, really like that, and thought that would make a fabulous sort of A-line skirt, knee length skirt, or just above the knee. I do like the Pauline Alice Rosari skirt. I have got that pattern. I will put a picture of that up here as well so you can have a look at that. And I bought that a number of years ago now, and I did attempt to make it out of some suede, and I totally fudged the pockets on it, so I ended up throwing it away, and I haven't gone back to it yet. But I think I was thinking of that when I saw this. They had loads of cords the same as this but in different colours, reds, golds, sort of mustards and silvers and slates and blacks. There was just so many. Yeah, so I got 1.5 meters of this. I think that will be enough to do that skirt, and yeah, that was it really. So yeah, that was everything that I bought from the Knitting and Stitching show, and as I said earlier, I was really quite impressed with it this time. The last time I went, which was 3 years ago, the only thing I bought was some needles for my sewing machine. That was it. Whereas this time I could have spent an absolute fortune, but I was fairly restrained for me. I had saved up some money to take with me, and yeah, I'm really, really pleased with what I've got. And I think what I've really enjoyed this time as well is going with my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law she does do a little bit of dressmaking, but she is more into crafts, and with her sort of really making a beeline for some of the other crafty stalls rather than just the fabric stalls and the dressmaking stalls, it made me go and have a look at some of the other crafts that are available, and it was really quite enjoyable to see the talent of some of the designers that are out there, some of the independent designers that do their own crafts in the UK. And so it was really, really interesting, and it was nice to get a couple of things that I can have a go at that are going to be different to dressmaking. So yeah, so I really enjoyed it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed having a look at and the bits that I bought, and I will yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will look forward to being back with you really soon. Bye bye.